What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, if you see something that you like here today, please don't forget to subscribe at some point. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came to see me. So it's that time of the week. It's time for my weekly rotation. It's week number 35. Stay tuned. So starting off on Sunday was actually the day that I shot my 10 best summer fragrances for extreme high heat. This was actually my scent of the day that day, and one that I strongly advise you check out if you're in an extremely hot and humid climate like I am here in South Texas. It's from Prada Luna Rosa, Eau Sport. It's not that expensive. It's in the like $40-ish range for a 75 ml like this, mid 40s kind of. Oh man, and for 125 ml, just a little bit more. It's a beautiful soapy lavender with a heavy citron note. Super light and airy, but it still has some body and some creaminess to it. Light and airy to where you can spray away, but I wouldn't go too heavy because the opening lasts for a good hour. It's pretty dang strong, to be honest with you, but fantastic fragrance in the high heat. Probably the best opening in the entire line. And that's Prada Luna Rosa Eau Sport. And then later that night when I got out the shower, it was time for a good shave. So I actually busted out my vintage Nautica aftershave. This stuff just it's like 20 years old, this gift set that I have, and it just still, top notes not spoiled, anything like that. It just smells so great, so masculine. It actually has more of a masculine tinge than the cologne spray does. This is some really good stuff. Those of you that into wet shaving, you can get these cheap on eBay. Really good. Way better than what's out from the brand nowadays. This is a vintage bottle, Nautica aftershave. Moving into Monday is one that I went out on a limb and blind bought a big 200 ml bottle because FragranceNet was running such a great deal on it. It has since went up like $31 to $33 more than what I paid for it, so I definitely jumped on the deal at the right time. My buddy Sam, he jumped on the same deal and got the same bottle. Talking about Dior Sauvage Perfume, big 200 milliliter bottle. I gotta tell you, this stuff smells so good. In my opinion, it's the best scent of the three in the line. It lasts forever. It stays really close to the skin after about an hour and a half. Don't get me wrong, it's not a big projection beast, but it just goes and goes and goes and goes. And the olibanum, which is basically incense, and the sandalwood is the prominent dry down notes. That's pretty much what your dry down is, and it's gorgeous. It's nice and creamy, and it lasts all throughout the day. Very slept on. I think this is a fantastic fragrance. It's going to be getting in the rotation quite a bit, and that's Dior Sauvage Parfum. And then when I got out the shower that night, was just in the mood for something nice and fresh, so I went with Salvatore Ferragamo F Free Time. Nothing new that I haven't said about it before. It smells like, fresh squeezed lemons and some vetiver. Just a lovely fragrance. Performs a little better than I typically like out the shower, but I saw it, seemed like a good idea, and I sprayed it out the shower that night. F Free Time, Salvatore Ferragamo. Next, jumping off into Tuesday, is just my all-around favorite fragrance. Has been for many years now, and it's still going strong, even with my taste changing and me liking florals more. Paco Rabanne Invictus. I don't wear it all the time because I have so many now, and I'm constantly testing different things. And God, it smells so good though. That sweet aquatic. It's just beautiful. Very copied DNA. A lot of fragrances use the similar opening to this, but change the dry down, and it's very mimicked. I don't get to wear it all the time. I mean, I could wear the same thing every day if I want, but I'm always looking to smell different things and try different things and test and review different things. So it kind of gets shoved to the side sometimes, but I really wanted to give it a good wearing this last week. And man, I just love this fragrance. So Tuesday I wore Invictus from Paco Rabanne, and then out the shower that night, just something easy to wear, quick, spray on and go. The deodorant spray of Davidoff Cool Water. That's what I like wearing this one for. It's a little bit milder than the actual eau de toilette. Same DNA, it's just a little bit milder, performs a little bit less. Perfect for out the shower, it really is. That's what I use it for. That's what I've always used it for. Out the shower that night, the mild deodorant spray, cool water. Moving into Wednesday on my day off, actually was in the mood for Aqua de Jo, but I figured I'd go with an Aqua de Jo that performs a little bit better. So I went with the Sensual Obsessions version of Aqua de Jo. Absolutely performs better than the original. It smells very, very close. It's actually kind of a little bit greener version of it, to be completely honest with you. But it smells incredible and it performs great. If you're looking for a better performing version without having to get your hands on the overpriced resale of Essenza, maybe look into this one from Sensual Obsessions. Very, very good. I smell it just floating around in the air. And then later that night, after I got out the shower, we were actually going to dinner to celebrate my son's 18th birthday. We went and had Korean barbecue, and this was actually my first chance to give this a full wearing since I got it. And I got to tell you, like it better than the original. Yves Saint Laurent, La Nuit de l'Homme, Le Parfum. This is a more well-rounded and matured version of La Nuit de l'Homme, is how I would just describe this one to somebody. The black pepper instead of cardamom with the labdanum just adds a maturity and an elegance to it, really and true. To be honest, that's just what it smells like to me. I love the way this smells. Not a lot of people are really on it. It's kind of under the radar these days, and it's still pretty easy to get a hold of. And you actually get it for $20 cheaper than FragranceNet from kingdomfragrances.com, which is linked below if you want to check it out, because that's where I grabbed this. I bought this from Steve. I think I paid $69, and then it was $7.50 for the shipping. FragranceNet has it for $89 after the 35% off coupon code. It's a big difference in price. So if you're in the market for La Nuit de l'Homme Le Parfum, get it from Kingdom Fragrances. That's the cheapest place I've found to get it. Brand new sealed in box, you know. And like I said, love the way this one smells. I actually like it better than the original. Moving into Thursday was one that was sent to me recently by a company that I had heard of but never really looked into. They actually reached out to me and wanted me to try some of their fragrances. So I did pick out what seemed like their most popular fragrance, but I was kind of nervous because a lot of you guys know how I am about vetiver fragrances. Most don't work for me. Very few come off great on my skin. And that's from Raw Spirit Fragrances. This is Citadel. I'm going to be honest with you. The Haitian vetiver in this is extremely high quality. It just worked for me. For as earthy as it is, it didn't give me that bug spray smell that earthy, dirty vetivers, like it wasn't dirty. It was earthy without being a dirty vetiver. It still had that smoky quality, but it was still fresh enough, and it's such a high quality, it came off great. It's got to be a high quality, cleaner vetiver for it to smell good on my skin. Any dirty vetivers just smell like bug spray coming off my skin. So I was nervous. I was skeptical about this coming in. Ended up really enjoying this. The bergamot is super fresh and juicy off top, and the vetiver really sets in. I actually did a written review on Instagram. My Instagram's linked below if you want to check out that written review I did on it. Really good stuff. This is a 30 milliliter bottle. I actually ended up refreshing before I went to the gym because I was enjoying how it smelled so much, which, like I said, for me with vetiver, that is a rarity. I don't mind it as a note in fragrances, but when it's the star player, it's got to be the right vetiver for it to work for me. Raw Spirit Fragrances Citadel absolutely did the trick. And then later that night, when I got out the shower, it's Tommy Bahama Set Sail Martinique. I don't wear this one that often because I forget I have it sometimes. It's a salty marine aquatic that smells very good. They're cheap. You can get them for 20 bucks at the rack stores when you come across them. It's just a good little cheapie, you know? Great for a casual day, great for vacations, great in the summer, and it's definitely great out the shower. Tommy Bahama Set Sail Martinique. Moving into Friday, kind of a slept on, more underrated than slept on compliment machine. And that's just the way I feel about it. It's from Giorgio Armani. It's the Aqua di Jo line. Aqua di Jo Absolute. Stuff just smells so damn good. It really does. I love the way this one smells. I enjoy the whole line. Yeah, I still haven't tried Profondo. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on that one, but I'm a try it for myself kind of guy anyway. I may love it, I may hate it, but I'm gonna get it anyway because I love the line. The Giorgio Armani fragrances that I have never steered me wrong, and this one's a prime example. The C notes mixed with the patchouli is just beautiful in this one. Underrated compliment machine, one that more people should try for sure. Acqua di Gio, absolute. And then later when I got out the shower, just yet another cheap aquatic. Kindred Goods, marine water in driftwood. You see the little dent starting to go on that one. Just another spray and go. It smells as advertised. It's a watery, aquatic, woody fragrance. You know, nothing complex, fresh and clean, perfect out the shower, gets the job done, not too heavy on the performance, just right out the shower. And then finally on Saturday, on game day, which we had what was a tropical storm, but ended up turning into a Category 1 hurricane by the time it hit landfall Saturday morning. I knew I was going to be inside most of the day in the AC. I just got this fragrance recently and hadn't given it a full wear, and I really wanted to try it out. Have an interesting story behind this one. So it's from Kajal, Sauvage. So this is a leather-based fragrance. Definitely not a summer fragrance. So I didn't go real heavy. I went spray and a half, because you can control the sprays, on my chest, and then 3 around the neck. Called it a day. Went to work. Was actually taking my scent of the day photo, and one of my coworkers that's big, you know, big into fragrances and watches, and a lot of similar hobbies that we're into, came in. He saw the bottle. Oh God, that's gorgeous. Can I look at it? He picks it up. He looks at it. You mind if I spray it? He sprays one good spray on his arm, which this atomizer, one good spray is, you can spray your whole forearm with one spray. Oh man, that smells good. So complimented me, told me how great it smelled. Went on about his business. 15 minutes later, he comes back, lets me know 2 different people asked him what he was wearing. He said, can I take a picture of that bottle? Where'd you get it from? How much does it cost? So on and so forth. He ended up ordering a bottle while we were at work because he loved the way it smelled, and he got some great reactions. Counting him, I actually had 3 people tell me how good I smelled. I had no idea this was going to be that type of compliment magnet. This is a leather heavy fragrance, a creamy, smooth masculine leather. It's got some spicy undertones with a heavy carnation note. Old school vintage type of stuff with the carnation note, but it just works the way it's blended. It does transition, and it's very, very masculine. This is a manly fragrance, and this smells incredible, and no clue that it was going to be such a compliment machine. So if you want to try something from Kajal, they have a bunch of gifts, discovery sets now. I'll link Kajal below if you want to go check them out. They got them for the different collections. This is from the Fita collection. Stuff's great. I'm just gonna be honest with you, this stuff is great. And that's Sauvage from Kajal. And then later when I got out the shower last night, well, Saturday night, because this video is gonna be launching on Monday, it was time to shave. So I decided I was in the mood for something a little bit sweeter, a little bit darker. I've been doing the fresh soaps and aftershaves the last couple of shaves, so I want something a little bit darker. This smells like La Nuit de l'Homme, Sterling Soap Company, Sandpiper. And this smells like La Nuit de l'Homme. I have the matching shave soap. I use the shave soap and then went with this as my aftershave splash. And man, I mean, it's pretty much 1-to-1. They did a great job, and it lasts a good while too, and it projects kind of heavy. Wife loves the way this smells on me. Really good stuff. If you're more into shaving than just grabbing stuff from Gillette and Nivea, and you want to really get into some better products, check out some of the inspired scents that Sterling Soap Company has. Sandpiper smells exactly like La Nuit de l'Homme. Well, that was my rotation for week 35, guys. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Do appreciate all the feedback. Love hearing from you guys. What did you all wear this week? Mine was another mixed bag. I haven't decided yet if this upcoming week I'm going to go with a theme or not. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do some Andraus fragrances all week just to, yeah, be a little whimsical. What's life without whimsy? You know, have a little fun, put a theme in place and stick with it. I got a lot of great fragrances that are based around Andraus. I like how it smells. I like mass appealing and blue fragrances. Probably going to do that. Until next time, I will say, get your hands on any of the ones discussed here today. You give them a spray now. You know you're probably going to thank me later. Have a good one, guys.